Now, the flood emergency gripping New South Wales is far from over, as authorities warn more rain will fall across already flooded catchments in the next 24 hours. 30,000 people have been impacted across Sydney, the Hunter and the Illawarra, with over 70 evacuation orders in place. A major flood warning is in place for the Nepean, Hawkesbury and Colo rivers. Let's cross to the Hawkesbury Mayor now, Patrick Conolly. Thanks for joining us, Patrick. This is your third major flood in your region in 18 months. How is this shaping up compared to what you've faced previously?
Well, look, the event is quite similar. The flood is peaking at about 14.5 metres at North Richmond and about 13.5 at Windsor, which is markedly similar to what we just experienced in March early this year, and not too dissimilar to the year before. I think what's different, obviously, is that there's exhaustion and fatigue in the community from dealing with this. There's just real frustration that we're going through this again.
Well, you're talking about the peaking levels there. That's depending on what happens with the rainfall, isn't it? Are you worried that if you're getting heavy rain overnight, that peak will be even higher? What's the latest advice you're getting?
Yeah, sorry, you're right. I'm probably being optimistic. There's a caveat on the back of all those predictions from the Bureau that further rises are possible with forecast rainfall. We're hopeful though that there will peak. It will peak tonight or today, and that it does look like the rain is easing in the coming days. However, we do need to stay vigilant. Now,
the trouble is, as you say, you've had similar floods earlier this year and then at the end of summer the year before. So people have cleaned up, got their lives back in order and then been smashed again. This leads to two important questions. One is, isn't it absolutely vital to get the Warragamba Dam height raised as soon as possible to help with flood mitigation? And secondly, do you need to actually start moving people away, changing planning laws, getting people away from those floodplains?
Yeah, well, I think that's exactly right. The Warragamba Dam wall raising project was first floated by the New South Wales government in 2012. Now, almost 10 years of studying this, of looking into this, of requesting more information, and of putting off of making a decision for a decade. And as a result, we've lost a decade. We're a decade on and nothing's happened. And even if they make a decision today, it's going to take some years for that to come to fruition. So the state government needs to get serious. They've got all the data in front of them that says we have this massive risk. They've got 3 examples in the last 18 months. I just don't understand why we're not important. Why wouldn't we be protected? It's costing the council and the state government and the federal government many millions of dollars every time this happens. It's upending people's lives. There's a constant risk to life with these events, and yet we're just not important enough to the state government for them to make this decision, and it's really frustrating.
It's terrible. It's been put in the too hard basket too long, and as you say, we've had 3 demonstrations in 18 months about the sorts of floods that could have been prevented or at least mitigated. Thanks for joining us, Patrick. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Thanks.
Patrick Conolly there, who's the Mayor of the Hawkesbury area.